Hello, this is Alistair Goodale from GT Driving School here. This is one of my how-to videos, and it's all about how to do a parallel park. Now, if you asked your driving instructor how to do a parallel park, he'll probably give you an idea of how to do one. But every single driving instructor I know has a different technique. So this is my technique of how to do a parallel park, not anybody else's, but I'm hoping that it will give you a good idea of how to do one. Now, first of all, we found a suitable space on the left-hand side of the road that is big enough for you to do the parallel park. It needs to be at least 2 car lengths in length, and then a suitable car provided. Now, it could be at the end of the road, it could be an end of a queue, or it could be just a big gap like the one we've got here. However, they will not ask you to do a parallel park in a space that's only just big enough for your car. So that's one sort of sign of relief. So first of all, you would be asked to move over into the space. So for instance, the examiner would like you to pull over on the left hand side in front or behind this green car. So you've moved over, you've checked your mirrors, indicated, pulled over to the side. The examiner will then ask you to do a reverse park, which to you and me is a parallel park, round the car in front. And there's our chance to do one. So the first thing I'm going to do is get ourselves into gear, into first gear. I'm going to find the biting point. I won't need to use any gas, and if I was in on the automatic, obviously I wouldn't use any gas, I'd just be easing off the brake. Now, I'm not going to indicate because I wouldn't do this maneuver if there was anybody coming our way, but I'm checking ahead of me and in my right mirror and over my right shoulder to make sure that it's safe to go. At the moment I can see a car right in the distance with his indicators on, but he hasn't moved, so I'm assuming that it's going to be okay to go. So I'm going to find my biting point, I'm going to check again, and I'm going to move gently out alongside the car that we're going to parallel park by. Now I want to be about an arm's length away, so perhaps half a metre or so, and we want to be alongside him so that my mirror is at the front of the car. I'm now going to put it into reverse, and I'm going to put my steering wheel half a turn to the left. So I'm going to turn half a turn to the left so my lion is standing on his head. I'm going to have a good look around, make sure it's safe. Seems to be. And then I'm going to reverse back. So that the next thing I'm going to do is find my next point of turn, which is my mirror gets to the back end of the car, which would be about there. I'm then going to turn my steering wheel half a turn to the right, so that the lion is now standing on his feet again. I'm looking around, looking in my mirrors, and looking behind me. It's all looking good. I'm going to reverse back until my door handle is touching, and in this case slightly on top of the curb. Just moving it forward, or moving it backward rather, to about there. Now the front left hand corner of my car is almost in line with the car that I've just been reversing. That's a good point of turn. I'm going to do a half a turn left. I'm going to continue round, looking around me, making sure it's safe, into the space, letting the van go past me. Everything looks good. Now I'm now a little bit ahead of myself, ahead of that car, so I'm now going to do the last half a turn to the left. So I've done one half turn to the left, one half turn to the right, then another half turn to the right, and then last one is a half turn to the left. I've now got to move the car forward, and I can just tweak it if I need to, and I'm just going to lose sight of the exhaust pipe and the bumper at the bottom there. Just moving it up a little bit to about there, and put it into neutral, handbrake on. And there we have it. Now the next thing is we've got to get out of here. So the examiner will say, okay, thank you very much, off you go. So I've now got to check my main mirror, my right mirror, and my blind spot. If it's good, I'll probably indicate upwards, put it into gear. Now I'm going to dry steer it, full right lock. You'll find that some people don't like dry steering, but that's okay. Just going to gently move out of the space. And then I'm going to start to steer the other direction. And away we go. There you have it.